time it is, wherever you are. Most of my viewers are in the United States, but I'm sure we are in different time zones. Okay. All right. Let's get this party started. Short video, another short video. I like short videos a little bit too much. I'm here today with a message that I know in the depths of my heart is not going to be for all of you. Okay. There are people that pop up here for reasons other than to receive the message that I send to you. There are people that pop up here in the first wave of consciousness that are not all in the exact place or the exact same place. We are in a band of frequency. Okay. So meaning we're all in that same band of frequency, but within that band of frequency, there is different variations of what we pick up on, what we have experienced, and where we are. So if you are in a band of frequency where what I'm saying makes sense to you, that would mean that it's something that you may have already gone through and experienced. It may be something that you're going through and experiencing right now, or it could be something that you're going to experience, your coming experience for the next weeks or months or sometime within this year, right? So you don't have to have already gone through this. It will resonate regardless, because that's something that you're currently experiencing or working on, or something that you will be experiencing or working on in the next few days, weeks, or months. I am Tina Hammond. This, as always, is the news that didn't make the news. And I'm here just kind of with a little quick energy update of where we are for the majority of you, unless you're here for other reasons. Okay, so this message, if you are not on a frequency wave where the majority of the first wave, okay, we're on the same frequency. Just because we haven't experienced the same thing doesn't mean we won't experience this, or this won't sound familiar, or this won't resonate today or tomorrow or next week. Okay, so the current energy for the first wave, and when I say first wave, I mean expanded consciousness wave, where it is we are enough in the same frequency bandwidth that we can understand each other, even if we're not in the exact same place within that first wave. This message will not be for everyone, and that depends on the reason you're here, or maybe even how you found me. But even in that case, there was synchronicity involved here, divine guidance and divine timing, because you may have a friend or family member or partner that is now going through what I'm going to talk about very briefly. Again, this message won't be for everyone. Okay. When we go on a healing journey, whether that's to physically heal, mentally heal, spiritually heal, no matter what we have chosen to heal at this time, and for many of you, this has gone on for a really long time, hence the message, hence the message for today. Okay, so yes, this may not resonate with every single person who finds this, but you will find divine timing has brought you here for a reason. And if you are not personally experiencing it, you are most likely dealing with someone who is personally dealing with this, or feeling this type of energy, this type of signal, this type of bandwidth frequency, that we are going through what we are going through. Okay, so when we start the personal healing journey, whether it's physical reasons, emotional reasons, whether we've experienced trauma, narcissism, physical discomfort, dis-ease, whatever it is that brought you to the place where you knew indubitably that your healing methods and your healing journey was not something that came from the external world, that you learned to go in and that you learned to self soothe, self create, self heal. Okay, so some of you have been in this place for 10 years, some of you have been in this place maybe for 9 months or anywhere in between. So when we are called for the need to heal, we go within and we shut out the external world for a while to work on whatever that healing is. And for many people, it'll be healing physically, mentally, spiritually. It could be every single one of those. For some of you, it's going to be you're working on a healing journey to heal multiple aspects of self in multiple bodies, your energetic body, your emotional body, your physical body. But whatever brought you to the journey of going within to heal the self, okay, put you in a place where you turned into a little hermit, like someone who was, had gone up into the mountains to hermit in your own energy of self discovery, self healing, and self shamanism. Okay. Now, once you get in that space and you have healed that, what I notice is the natural proclivity to stay in that mode, because in that mode, it's safe and it's warm and it's fuzzy and it's healing, and you don't have to deal with the external. So it would be like saying, if for whatever reason, you broke a bone. Let's say you broke a bone, you had to go to the hospital, get your bone reset, and get a cast put on. But then once the doctor tells you, okay, you're good to go, you're being released, it would be like you saying, no, I don't want to release myself. I want to stay here. I want to be where it's comfortable. I want to be where it's safe. I want to be where I can control my surroundings, right? So what I'm saying is, here's the energy for right now. You've been in this healing hermit inward journey, some of you years, some of you decades, some of you just a couple years or a couple months. And the later you are to experience this conscious expansion, this kind of wake up call, the later that happens to you, the faster that happens to you, is my observation. So here's why I'm coming here today, to tell you that solely living in your own little world, the place you went, that hermit mode, that sheltered thing so that you could heal whatever you needed to heal, solely living in that own little world is over. Keeping every thought to yourself, whether that's in fear of judgment or just not wanting to deal with how people may deal with you externally, all right? Solely living in your own little world is now over. Keeping things to yourself, your feelings, your thoughts, the things that you've learned on this shamanistic journey, keeping those things to yourself is over. Having yourself, protecting yourself, healing yourself, keeping yourself in a bubble is over. Being a recluse is over. The healing journey, of course, is always about the internal job. But once you've healed, you have to come out of hiding, right? And sometimes we feel like it's easier to tell ourselves, oh, well, I have done so much, I've accomplished so much, I've overcome so much, I've worked on so many things, but I'm not perfect. I could continue to grow, I could continue to heal. And yes, you can, and yes, you always will do that. But as human beings, we're not waiting until we've absolutely perfected internal reality to step out into external reality. Once you've healed to a certain point, you have to come out of hiding. Okay, so when we go within, no matter how long it's been for you, when you go within to heal yourself, what happens is we get used to that solitude and we don't want to be a part of the external reality anymore. We don't want to be part of falsehoods or manipulation. Or relationships that aren't built on equality. So I'm saying, in order to heal, it's very necessary to put yourself in protective mode. Maybe put yourself in a bubble, okay? But now it's time for you to choose to work in a very external way so that you can move forward into physical reality with the things that bring you joy, okay? And I think when we initially go into that place, when we meet that inner shaman to heal, sometimes everything becomes so serious that you and I forget how to play. Okay, it's time to take that hand, that fingernail, that finger, whatever it is, pen and paper, paintbrush, whatever it is for you. It's time to take that object and to put a hole in that bubble. Okay, and remember what it was like to play again. we I know so many people, and through tarot, through dowsing, through red anesthesiology, through so many different outlets, I have talked to so many people that have gone within to heal. The only way to heal is within. Even if you're going to a doctor or a psychologist or numerologist or astrologist or tarot reader or whoever may be assisting you at the moment or in the past, you still at some point have to stick a hole or stick a pin in that bubble you put yourself around in that protection mode. We go within to learn, to acclimate, to grow, to heal, to become and connect with that inner shaman so that we can straighten out our life and course correct. But the energy right now is saying to you, get yourself out of that bubble. Remember what it was like to play and independently play and be a child who wasn't, afraid of stepping out of that internal reality. Again, you go within to heal thyself, to become one with the inner shaman. And what happens to every single one of us in the bandwidth of frequency that I'm talking about is it becomes so comfortable within, right? The point is to go within, meet your inner shaman, learn how to fully accept yourself, love yourself, so that you can access the true essence of who you are. And what I'm saying is, we access that true essence of who we are. We love it. We become so comfortable with it. But the message this morning to me here for you was so very clear. It's time to make a choice to stay in that bubble once the past you're healed, right? The broken leg has been reset. The doctor is releasing you. Okay, so it's time to make the choice to now work within the world and work independently and move and go and flow as you please, remembering how to play, remembering what it was like to be in total joy. And if you're new here, the comments are covered up as always. I want to deliver this message as quickly as and efficiently as I can without all the back and forth and looking at the incredible amount of trolls that show up, which is astronomical to me. I'd never sit and watch anything that I didn't want to watch. But this is a time to move forward, a time to pop that bubble. The self-preservation is over. Right. And I know there can be a little bit of fear there, like maybe I wasn't loved the way I was. Maybe I was too much for people. Maybe I wasn't accepted the way I was. Maybe that makes me want to stay in this healing bubble. But once you've healed enough, and I'm here to tell you, you're healed enough to take the chance and make the choice to move forward and assist other people, work outside in the world, and no longer continue to solely work on yourself, but so importantly, for you to play. I'm not sure why you would want my contact information. If there's a reason that you want to get a hold of me, just as soon as this video, because I cannot see the live feed comments later, if there's a reason you want to get a hold of me, this video will process shortly. You can make a comment if there's a reason to get a hold of me. I'm also under Facebook, on Facebook. Currently, I will not be there long. Under my same name, every channel that I have is my same name. It's Tina Hammond. You can reach out to me through Facebook, or you can put a comment on this video after this video is done processing if there's a reason you need to get, if you need to get a hold of me. Okay, I don't even know what that question means, and it's so interesting to me that so many people, like I'm looking here and it's like a lot of you go by your name. But there's no reason to hide. You didn't find this by accident. There's no reason to hide. On Facebook and social media, I have started just walking away from people that go by the name Rainbow Wizard Tarot, or Mary Magdalene, or whatever, okay? Everybody needs assistance or a label or some kind of catalytic energy or some kind of maybe some person, some energy, something to help them or to assist them for a period of time. But why people on social media are so enthralled with not going by their real name, not being who they are, just like the person making this comment. So, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, just remember, I'm just telling you, if you are experiencing this, if you're not someone who is not experiencing this, that's fine. The video is over. If you're just now joining, you can rewatch or re-listen if you want to. If there, I have told you how you can reach out to me if that's something you're interested in: dowsing, radiesthesiology, tarot, working with someone. If you're having health issues, all those things, you can reach out to me. So much love, so much appreciation, and until next time, thank you so much for being here.